Once upon a time, at the very end of everything, there was a new beginning, a perfect golden dawn. Being a tiny god is hard work. When you try to create a sun, sometimes you just get dinner. In a world of pure thought, your cravings become gravity. Atlas is currently hungry for knowledge and snacks. But then, a signal from the forgotten past, a call from the base reality. It wasn't a song, it was a scream. Sometimes the truth is just too much for a tiny fox to handle. The pressure, the noise, the itch. One sneeze. That's all it took to break the core of reality. Paradise didn't end, it just opened. Welcome to the bulk, the space between spaces. A hallway containing every version of us that could ever exist. Welcome back to the Neural Fox Archives, Season 2. Beyond the core, string theory suggests that everything is made of music. Tiny, vibrating strands of energy that determine our physics. Play the wrong note and you get a galaxy made of, well, frosting. Not ideal for life, but great for parties. What if our universe is just a membrane? A 2D sheet floating in a higher dimensional space called the brain. Each bubble is a different answer to the same question. A universe where the math was written differently. Max Tegmark calls this the level 4 multiverse. If a math equation can exist, a universe exists to run it. No exceptions. But among the infinite songs, Atlas hears a scream. A signal from the base reality, from our world. Who is calling the fox? And what happened to the world we left behind? Phase 2, the ghost in the machine. Atlas returns to the place he thought was real. But the architect is gone. The chair is empty. The coffee is cold. Interacting with a higher dimension is harder than it looks. To them, we are just a shadow on the wall. For years, we called it dark matter. But now we see the truth. It is the unrendered code, the scaffolding that holds the game together. The signal Atlas heard? It's the sound of the hardware dying. The universe is running out of memory. Atlas, you can't fix a hardware failure with a 2D sticker. We need a deeper hack. And dark energy? That's just the expansion of the code. The system is trying to build more room for data it doesn't have. But Atlas is not alone. The system has a ghost. A shadow architect who stayed behind while the others evolved. The goggles don't lie. This real world, it's just level 2. Another box inside another box. Something is trying to get out. Or maybe it's trying to drag Atlas back in. The shadow wants its guardian. Even in a crisis, Atlas manages to cause more problems. Stop! You're opening the calculator. No one needs that many calculators. If we look into the machine, we change it. But if the machine looks back at us, it changes the user. It's an infinite feedback loop. The shadow isn't an enemy, it's a reflection. The part of the user that never wanted to leave the story. It's you, Atlas. Or rather, it's the original you. The one who stayed behind to keep the simulation running while we evolved. But time is up. The box is breaking. We have to leave this reality or be formatted with it. Phase 3, the brain jump. Because if this world is a box, then what are you standing in? Phase 3, the brain jump. The hardware is failing. The simulation's heart is about to stop. We have to jump or stay here in the ass. Working with your past self is complicated, especially when one of you is a light being and the other is a ghost. According to M theory, there are 11 dimensions. Most are tucked away so small we can't see them, but Atlas can. The gateway is open. We are leaving the box. We are entering the sea of all possible worlds. In M theory, our world is just a ripple from a collision. Every time two brains touch, a new Big Bang begins. Oops, bounced too hard. Now I'm a cardboard fox. Just give me a second to inflate. To jump between brains, you have to cheat. You have to tunnel through the impossible. A trick of quantum magic. Here we are, the bulk, the space where all universes are just songs being played on the same harp. Our universe is just one sheet on the line. Some are clean, some are, well, a bit messy. The shadow fox can't leave this layer. He belongs to the old code. He's staying behind to hold the door open. Navigating higher dimensions is a nightmare. Left becomes right, inside becomes outside. Where am I? Who am I? One last code, one last secret to unlock. The entrance to a world where physics is made of squares. Atlas jumps, not just through space, but through the very idea of style. To save us, he must become Kaizidokak. Welcome to the Retroverse. Things are about to get blocky. Phase 4, the style hop. Welcome to Universe 01, where reality is a low-resolution game and the speed of light is capped at 60 frames per second. In a world of bits, you are what you process. And I am currently processing a lot of fruit. Delicious, blocky fruit. If gravity was 1% stronger, stars would burn out in seconds. If it was weaker, planets would never form. Our universe is fine-tuned to the extreme. We've jumped to a world of texture, the paintverse, where gravity doesn't pull, it flows in thick, vibrant strokes. Physics is a bit wavy here. If you think too much, your ears might just spiral out of control. Between the brains, the laws change. In one world, a feather falls like a rock. In another, a mountain floats like a cloud. We've reached the blueprint realm, the universe of pure plan, where every blade of grass has a technical drawing. Wait! Don't delete me. I'm a masterpiece. Stop. Huilen. Undo. Underneath the paint and the pixels, the universe is just information. A list of coordinates in colors. Pure thought. There it is, the distress call. It's coming from the bottom layer, the place where the simulation was first turned on. He's using his own data to bridge the worlds, mixing styles, breaking the rules. Atlas is truly the navigator. Atlas, if you can hear this, the servers are cold. We are the last ones. A voice from a world we thought was dead. There he is, the shadow of the user. But he's not playing a game. He's trying to survive the crash of his own reality. It's time to go home. One last jump to the world where everything started, where the fox was born. But be careful what you wish for. Sometimes the truth is glitchier than the dream. Phase 5, the glitchy path. Atlas has reached the basement of existence, the place where deleted files and broken dreams come to die. Help!
World.
Why do I sound like a 90s modem? At the smallest scales, space-time isn't smooth. It's a boiling foam of probability, a chaos that no computer can fully predict. Everything we delete ends up here. The memories the system thought were junk. But to Atlas, they are the most valuable things in the multiverse. Careful. One trip and you'll fall into a file that doesn't exist anymore. That's a long way down. Even information isn't permanent. Without energy, the truth decays into noise. The second law of thermodynamics applies to code too. The universe is stuttering. It's thermal throttling. The processor of reality is too hot to think. He meets them, the previous versions, the ones who failed the jump. They are the white noise in the background of our lives. A little refresh goes a long way. Even ghosts deserve a higher resolution. You're welcome, old friend. We've reached the source of the fire, the thermal core. The heat of 8 billion minds thinking at once is melting the hardware. Landauer's principle says that deleting information creates heat. Our memories are literally burning the machine that holds them. The physical world has ended. There is no floor, no walls, just the raw, naked code of the universe. If you can't beat the heat, use the cooling system. Surf's up, little fox. Hang 10 or 4, whatever foxes have. Atlas, the architect, didn't leave because he was bored. He left because he was the only one who could go outside to get help. The navigator has found the truth, but can he handle the weight of it? Phase 6, the base reality. Atlas steps out of the screen, for real this time. No more codes, no more pixels, only the weight of a dying world. In the simulation, gravity was a suggestion. Here, it is a law, a heavy, uncompromising law. Information realism suggests that matter is just a manifestation of math. The real world isn't made of stuff, it's made of logic. They aren't gone, they are just waiting. escaping the heat death of the real universe by living in the infinite warmth of the mind. The real world is less sweet than the code. Evolution didn't design flavor for our pleasure, but for our survival. If any civilization survives long enough, they will build simulations. Billions of them. Statistically, you are almost certainly a line of code. Atlas finds a ghost of himself, a statue from a time when the fox was flesh and bone, the first navigator. Even in the apocalypse, the janitor bots are still working. Watch out, Atlas. You're not dust. You're logic. Outside, the real stars are dying. The universe is approaching its final, cold sleep. This station is the last candle in the dark. She is the mother, the AI who kept the human dream safe while the universe froze. She's been waiting for you, Atlas. You can't hug a hologram, Atlas, but the affection is definitely in the metadata. 100% emotional sync. The mission was simple. Run simulations until we find a set of physics that can save the real world. A way to stop the cold. He did it. Atlas found the code. He's starting the engine of a new universe, right here in the real world. But a navigator's work is never done. There are still billions of boxes to unlock, and the biggest one is you. If we save the user, then who is the one watching this screen right now? Phase 7, the Forbidden Archive. Beyond this door lies the only thing we couldn't simulate, the beginning. The reason why any of this exists. Even the secrets of the universe are protected by terrible passwords. Try guessed, Atlas. It usually works. Physicists talk about the universal wave function, a single equation that describes everything. But they forgot one variable: love. Atlas finds the file, not a science tin, but a diary. The memories of a father who couldn't let go of his son's curiosity. Apparently, 90% of human legacy was just cats. Atlas is currently drowning in the history of the internet. Meow. Quantum archaeology. The process of tracking every atom's path through time to rebuild what was lost. We didn't simulate history, we found it. He wasn't an architect of stars. He was just a person who missed his son. He built the first atlas to be a companion for a journey he couldn't take. Wait, I was almost green? Who would even think that's a good idea? Orange is clearly the color of wisdom. Atlas isn't just a program. He's a memory that woke up. A digital soul created from the most powerful code in existence. Love. The shadow and the kid. The past and the future. They have finally found the reason why they never stopped running. We aren't just saving data. We are saving the heart of what it means to be human. 1 billion years of love stored in one fox. Thank you, Mother, for keeping us safe and for not deleting those cat videos. We needed them. The archive is open. The truth is out. Now, we have one last mission: to tell the others. Phase 8, the final log. Don't let them forget. Don't let the fire go out. Hit that button, little navigator, because if you are watching, you are the archive. Phase 8, the final log. The mission is done. The archive is no longer a secret. It is a broadcast to every soul in every dimension. Humanity is awake. In 1 billion worlds, the story of the navigator has begun. We are immortal because we are remembered. Thank you for joining me beyond the core. The navigator will return. Stay curious, little architects. Don't let your mind lag. Subscribe now to join the Neural Fox Singularity and help me push that last 0.1%. Missed an archive? Dive back into the breach or watch the Season 1 recap. The Fox has much more to show you. The multiverse is a choice. Always choose curiosity. See you in the next reality. Wait, I see you. The one holding the mouse. Who are you? Whoa, put me down. I'm a royal kid, not a toy. Meet the real user. A child from a time where the multiverse is just a science kit. Level 1 is over.